The two words that dyslexic students most often associate with studying are shame and embarrassment. They've even at times been called stupid or slow because of the challenges they have to face in and out of the classroom every single day. Now let me make this clear. There is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to a neurologically based learning disability. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and the challenges that you are experiencing are just that, challenges. You can and will overcome them exactly the same as anyone else, with a bit of practice, tweaking, a lot of kindness, and with your chin up. Before we go any further, let's quickly take a look at the definition of dyslexia. Dyslexia is a specific learning disability that is neurological in origin. It is characterized by difficulties with accurate and/or fluent word recognition and by poor spelling and decoding abilities. These difficulties typically result from a deficit in the phonological component of language that is often unexpected in relation to other cognitive abilities and the provision of effective classroom instructions. Secondary consequences may include problems in reading comprehension and reduced reading experience that can impede the growth of vocabulary and background knowledge. These next study tips are some of the most popular methods used and loved by dyslexic students as they specifically target those difficulties. Starting with tip number 1, bare bones stripping down before diving in. Many students feel that they cannot listen to someone speaking, remember what was said, and then take down useful notes all at the same time. As a result, students with dyslexia spend hours checking the accuracy of their notes from textbooks and lectures. Now, because of those poor spelling and decoding abilities we just previously talked about, writing everything down or trying to take notes that actually make sense can be particularly frustrating and confusing. What seems to work in these situations are skeletons. This can mean a course syllabus, a video script, the start of a chapter in your textbook where the key elements are usually broken down into titles. Using these bones allows students with dyslexia to improve comprehension of the material and provide structure to their notes. Acting like a detective when reading or writing with the help of a skeleton can significantly reduce that overwhelming confusion when being faced with a sea of text. It's much easier that way to really target what you missed and ensure that everything you need is actually in your notes. Boxing assignments, ending irrelevant researching. Dyslexic students can often do too much irrelevant research, don't plan out their assignments, or go off the point of their original argument. But frequently asking for extensions don't help with these issues, but rather can cause delays in other tasks instead. Catching oneself when going off on a tangent and improving time management are really the key here. Something that can help with both is setting some borders when doing assignments. They can be like metaphorical, writing down in bullet point form your main points before starting your research, or they can be like literal borders, making literal boxes and stopping your research when they become full. This technique ensures that you visibly see how much you need to get done, or when you copy-paste points you found in other articles and then put them in your boxes. It helps you to stop the search when the box is full. Pop-outs, answering exam questions. Misreading or misinterpreting questions is another common challenge faced by students with dyslexia. You can only imagine what exams must feel like to them. Learning to manage stress and anxiety are really the first step, but I will discuss that in a separate video because it's gonna get pretty long if I don't. Today though, I would like to share with you a tip that has helped many students struggling with reading comprehension, and that is highlighting key words in your exams. When you have dyslexia and you are faced with a long exam question, all the words seem to like mush together, making it difficult for your mind to retrieve the information you need to answer questions. Even if you do manage to find that info anyway, dyslexic students sometimes miss the question entirely by simply failing to answer it. A trick is to treat exam questions like a pop-out card. You know, when you open it and the images like come at you. If possible, ask the professor to let you annotate your exam questions and even tick off each highlighted component once you answered it. Coping with reading. And last but most definitely not least, by far the biggest struggles for dyslexic students is reading and reading comprehension. You may find reading exhausting, frustrating, and extremely time-consuming. Some students get very tired or have frequent headaches after even short periods of reading. Others find that print distorts or they frequently lose their place and have to restart over and over again. Now, I can't believe I'm actually saying this with the year we've had, but thankfully it is 2021 and there are thousands of resources out there that do the reading for you and then spit it out in more bite-sized information cupcakes. Just Google textbook summaries or textbook notes and you would be shocked at how much is out there to help you out. If you know any good ones, you know the drill, share it in the comments below so that all of us can check these resources out. Now, if you're not a fan of that and want to do all the reading yourself and get a lot of practice, using colors or taking a more active approach towards reading in general actually can make a huge difference. I already have 2 or 3 videos on different active reading strategies, so I encourage you to check them out in the link below. But remember, kindness, practice, tweaking, and most importantly, chin up. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you like what you see, because I post videos about school, mental health, or a merge of two once a week on my channel. Thank you so much for your support, guys.